On July 26th, the Roman Catholic Church commemorates the parents of the Virgin Mary, Saints Joachim and Anne. The couple's faith and perseverance brought them through the sorrow of childlessness to the joy of conceiving and raising the immaculate and sinless woman who would give birth to Christ. The New Testament contains no specific information about the lives of the Virgin Mary's parents, but other documents outside of the biblical canon do provide some details. Although these writings are not considered authoritative in the same manner as the Bible, they outline some of the Church's traditional beliefs about Joachim, Anne, and their daughter. The Proto-Evangelium of James, which was probably put into its final written form in the early 2nd century, describes Mary's father Joachim as a wealthy member of one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Joachim was deeply grieved, along with his wife Anne, by their childlessness. The early Christian writing says, he called to mind Abraham that in the last day God gave him a son Isaac. Joachim and Anne began to devote themselves to rigorous prayer and fasting in isolation from one another and from society. They regarded their inability to conceive a child as a surpassing misfortune and a sign of shame among the tribes of Israel. As it turned out, however, the couple was to be blessed even more abundantly than Abraham and Sarah. An angel revealed this to Anne when he appeared to her and prophesied that all generations would honor their future child. The Lord has heard your prayer, and you shall conceive and shall bring forth, and your seed shall be spoken of in all the world. After Mary's birth, according to the Proto-Evangelium of James, Anne made a sanctuary in the infant girl's room and allowed nothing common or unclean on account of the special holiness of the child. The same writing records that when she was 1 year old, her father made a great feast and invited the priest and the scribes and the elders and all the people of Israel. And Joachim brought the child to the priest. The account continues, and they blessed her, saying, O God of our fathers, bless this child, and give her an everlasting name to be named in all generations. And he brought her to the chief priest, and they blessed her, saying, O God most high, look upon this child and bless her with the utmost blessing, which shall be forever. The Proto-Evangelium goes on to describe how Mary's parents, along with the temple priest, subsequently decided that she would be offered to God as a consecrated virgin for the rest of her life and enter a chaste marriage with the carpenter Joseph. Saint Joachim and Saint Anne have been a part of the Church's liturgical calendar for many centuries. Last year, Pope Francis announced a new celebration in honor of all grandparents and the elderly to be celebrated every year on the 4th Sunday in July. Therefore, today is the feast of grandparents and the elderly, and the theme of the feast is, in old age they will still bear fruit. It reminds grandparents of their responsibility to establish a quality for generations to come. They must make the traditions live and offer them as a promise to little children. But the feast has a message for the younger generation as well. It reminds the young that older people's greater perspective, depth of experience, and appreciation of life's profound rhythms are all part of wisdom not to be taken lightly or ignored. On this day, we assure all our elders assurance of our closeness and affection.